Why am I seeing inside of her face? Options, audio. Why can I not choose what it's coming out of? Because I don't want it coming out of here. It really shouldn't be coming out of here. Especially considering it says it's coming out of my headphones, not that. Alright, hang on. Dub's on its way. We'll just jump to here real quick. We want to go that. We want to disable it. So now we should have it coming out of here when it comes through. There we go. Cool. There's a giant ass cockroach. We get tube transported in this? That's pretty cool. Look, you'd think the first thing they'd want to do is put a security force into it. Like, put a small army of, you know, little soldiers. One might even say small soldiers. Ants. The giant coin. Play 27. I'm assuming those are the lifespans. Yeah, because 3 out of the 4 of them are dead now. Alright, we need to find something we can use. Why can't I pick up the gas mask? And looting. Alright, let's see what we got. Got a pebble. I love that noise. Science. Clear. Right, so we need to make a pellet sphere. We need crude rope. What the frack are these? Microchips? Or burgle? Some ants, there's a weevil. Ah, crap. Now we need to run. I may have done goofed. Whew. Don't piss off the ants. We've made it to the Admiral snack bar. Yeah, I'll get there in a second. Level up! Nice. Nice. Cool. Alright, we're gonna find a back door then. And there's no broken windows out here, but there might be elsewhere. And also analyze this. A nifty needle. Um, what am I hearing? Alright. On the downside, I don't think I have any analyzers left. Plus side, it's only 5 seconds, so... yeah, we can analyze it. Go to workbench. Go right here. Nifty, nifty. Oh, weevil shield. We don't have grubs yet. That's probably not a terrible idea to try and get to. Awesome, sale. Right, we need clover, which I believe there was some over this way. Yes. Right, and that gives us 12 other things now. But I do not believe we have enough analyzers left. But we should be able to make a clover hood. And we need some more crude ropes, and then we can make... We don't have enough crude rope. So we don't even have enough plant fiber to make the crude ropes. Do we have enough now? Yes, we do. Only just, but we have some. Alright, equip piece of armor. Cool. We equip our helmet. Clear. What else can we build? We can work on getting this. One more leaf, 2 ropes, and an extra sprig. It's easy enough. Then we should get a full set bonus, which will help us get to the array. That should make for enough leaves. We're also going to build a lean-to and a spit. Put the spit in the middle. Put a lean-to on this side. Right, that gives us enough of these to make the lean-to. We need a little bit more dry grass to be able to make this though. It does look like the grass gets a little bit drier over here. Yes. Cool. Right. Need a level 3 hammer to break that pine cone. Level 2 axe, break the toadstool. Yeah. Right, and we have 1 point for the next 15 minutes. Which realistically is 15 seconds-ish. Maybe 30 seconds. Cool. 30 seconds, we can try scanning something else. Alright. Set a respawn to the lean to. Then nifty. Right, we should be getting close to this being doable. Hey, right now. Cool, we can now make a lava lance, a canteen, and a water container. We would have unlocked the Weevil shield, but we already got it. Hopefully there's no more ants around to try and go at us. Shit. That bird is legitimately terrifying. Can we make storage yet? I'll make acorn stuff. We need 2 more clover, 3 more crude rope. Oops. Let's go. We need 2 more clover anyway. And some crude rope. Cool. That makes us able to make this, and then we're good. We can chuck all of our spare stuff into here. Is there? Oh, there's a deposit stack. Right. We're now golden. We've got to find our way to this. What do we need for a trail marker? 1 more clover leaf, but I'm pretty sure there should be one up top anyway. Okay. The baby gardens now. That's genuinely terrifying. That's coming off of this blade of grass. Right, apparently I only have the sprigs in my storage. Alright, so I just need 1 more sprig and we're good to go. That is a full grown ass garden cell. I don't like that. Okay. So we need to grab these. I believe we also need a sprig. Ladybugs are also low-key terrifying. I do kind of wish I could make them fight each other. Dry grass and one more sprig. Right, after we chop this down, we should have everything we need to make a torch. Means we should be able to go into that cave. Up here. Now we can go in there. I do love the little signs. Yeah. I have to come from the top. Science. Right, nothing there, nothing there. Need a stronger axe to take. I need an ant to take care of that. Right, that phone ringing is bugging me. Oh. All right. Cool. Now we're gonna leave the green machines in there. Gonna open the door because we got a couple of things that need to be scanned. And some things that need to be cooked. Grub goggles. Unfortunate. Grab some Might Fuzz. Mighty Muffs. I don't know if that means the same thing all over the world. Around here, that's a bit of an odd thing to call a thing.